So I got some bad news about the Corvette. Thought the clutch was slipping, I'd be in gear, and the RPMs will drop down almost like it's in neutral. So I really thought the clutch was slipping, then you give it gas and it wouldn't start moving until it would be at that correct RPM it should have been at. So, I mean, it felt like it was slipping. I was going downhill one time and I felt, while I was going downhill, I smelled the burnt clutch just through it, just free spinning. And then when it finally revs up super high, yeah, so I was pretty convinced it was the clutch, and I was preparing myself to just pull it out and do it again, and maybe pull the engine, get rid of all the oil leaks, thinking maybe that's why the clutch went bad. But I posted this car for sale just to see what people will give me. And after the first guy test drove it, and he revs it up super high and stalls a bunch of times and does that a few tries, made me realize it's not the clutch. We noticed that reverse isn't actually working all that well. It will only back up if it's on flat ground, and barely. So basically reverse is non-existent right now. And if you know anything about these 4+3 Doug Nash transmissions, if reverse goes out, that you're pretty sure that it's the overdrive unit that's bad. And what I was feeling with the engine just kind of free spinning when I was not giving it gas and gear, that's another symptom. So it looks like the overdrive unit went out. It's a shame. This was a fun car. It's super hard to find these 4+3 Corvettes. Yeah, there's like none in my area, so it's crazy. This was super hard to find in the first place when I got it. So glad that I did. Thinking back on it, this was a lot of fun. So this Corvette was a lot to me. It put me through a lot, but I learned a lot. I had fun with it. Can't complain with it. So it is bittersweet, but the car is gonna become picked up today. It should be sold today. And that's gonna be it for the Corvette on the channel. I will post in the description exactly what went wrong, what the symptoms are. And that way, if you're a Corvette, if you have a 4+3 Corvette, or if you're looking to get one and you test drive it and experience these symptoms, you'll know it's the overdrive unit. And unfortunately, there's only one shop I know of that is qualified to rebuild the 4+3 transmissions. That's the SK Speed Shop in New York. And I think I even read that they don't want to do that anymore. They're turning it over to one of their neighbor shops. So being in California, that's an expensive bill getting it shipped out there, unless you want to trust a transmission shop randomly that says they can do it. Or hey, maybe you can do it yourself. The rebuild kits are $200, $300. I mean, if you can do it yourself, it's worth it, but I don't really know if I could. Not at the moment. Maybe in the future I'll attempt it. It's been nice owning you, C4, but it's time for you to go. And we'll see what's in the future for me and what's the next project car.